Hi everyone. This is what happened to me when I got government housing part 83. And this is another disturbing video for various reasons. And there are some parts to this story which may be upsetting. So please don't watch if you're going through a sensitive time. And there's some parts of this video which I have to omit because what happened and the things that I saw and heard were too disturbing for me to repeat on this video. But that's not to say that I'm not willing to expose those things in court if it ever comes to that. So, all of you who've been watching these videos from the start will know there was a death at the block. And I talked in some part about how that affected me, but obviously I haven't shared all the details of that incident for many reasons. But after my friend had died in the unit near me, another man moved into the unit and he went missing, and I didn't know at that time where he'd gone. But after he left the unit, a third man moved in, a man who I will call Mr. B. Nee. And now we're up to the 7th of the 11th, 2017, and I have to tell you what I saw that day. On the 7th of the 11th, 2017, at around 7:50 a.m., I could hear some voices outside. So I opened my front door and I saw the body of Mr. B. Nee lying on the path between my door and the car park. I knew that Mr. B. Nee was dead when I saw him, but I pretended to myself that he wasn't. And I saw some people from the block and some ambulance officers standing over him, and they were talking and saying things, and some of the people were actually making jokes, which I won't repeat in this video. I shut my door and I stayed inside. And I couldn't talk to anyone about what happened because I didn't feel like I was allowed to or that it would be appropriate, and I couldn't describe how I felt anyway. It was one more thing that I had to repress, another emotion that I couldn't express and had to keep bottled up inside me, and another incident that I had to pretend didn't happen in order to get on with fighting for compensation and defending myself in court and going to VCAT and all the other things that I had to do in my life since I moved into the block. I didn't know how Mr. B. Nee died or why he died, and I don't know how often deaths occur in rental properties, but it seemed so surreal to me. And I felt stupid because I didn't understand what was going on. I felt like I had missed something. I felt like someone was going to tell me that they were playing a joke on me, and I felt like I couldn't say anything that mattered because I knew absolutely nothing about dying and death and how someone could move into a block and die like it was normal that would happen. I didn't want to open my front door, and I got sick of people being near my door and knocking on my door and confronting me with questions, which is something that I will talk about in later videos. Then on the 8th of the 11th, 2017, the creepiness continued. When I left my unit, I saw feathers everywhere. They were outside the laundry and outside Mr. B. Nee's unit, like someone had cut open a doona and all the feathers were flying everywhere, but I didn't see a doona. It was really weird. And I have a few photos of the feathers, and one, you can see one of them here. I didn't know what happened and I couldn't ask about it because some people in the block get so narky when I ask them questions. And I didn't feel like talking to anyone anyway after what I had seen the day before. I was under a lot of emotional strain because of what happened to me, and having to fight the respondent, and living in poverty, and having to go to court, and all the ongoing costs of that, on top of what was happening to me. There were other things going on at the block, and things that I saw, and things that I heard that I couldn't talk about or even think about. And I never should have had to deal with any of it anyway.